approximately 1 in every 59 children are born with autism. Albert Einstein.
Dr. Einstein had no speech until age 3. Steve Jobs, he was a loner. He brought snakes to school.
Leonardo da Vinci. This man was far advanced on the autism spectrum.
I'm not naughty. I'm autistic. And I just get too much information.
You're listening to Takiwātanga, Love Not Cure, exploring autism one strength at a time.
Kia ora everyone, and I hope all of you are doing okay. Belated Happy New Year. Better late than never. And especially those who are affected by the flooding in Auckland. So it's been a while, and I intentionally stopped publishing my content for the past few weeks. And also it's holiday. So I've decided to focus my time. So focus on spending my time with my family. Plus, my parents visited us. It will be unfair for them visiting me and my family, and then I'm focusing on creating content, which is okay as well. And at least it gave me some time to think about or to contemplate about life. So it's been a while, and there's a new PM, Prime Minister, Chris Hipkins. He is the Minister for Education. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same as him being the minister, given that he's now focusing more on the wider Aotearoa, which is a good thing as well. But I'm just concerned about the education part for the children who are having special needs. But I think he's going to be able to handle that. I mean, delegate the tasks to someone from his team. If other ministers cannot do it, maybe they can share the workload with other ministers from other party. Maybe, I don't know if that's possible. But yeah, so looking forward to that, and looking forward to what's going to happen with the overhaul of the education system for the people with special needs. What happened contemplating, or I was contemplating. So it's a good thing, good news for me and my family, actually. My son is already toileting during his poo time, P-O-O. And the only thing that we are now looking at is his pee time, P-E-E. So he's still on nappy, and but successfully, every time he wanted to poo, either he will grab my hand, and then I would know, based on our practice, that he will be doing that poo time. But it's still a good thing. I mean, it's a sign of communication, and I hope that it will be improved as well on this process. So the question that I will be answering is, how did I do it? Or actually, it's not me, it's my wife. So how did she manage to train my son with toileting, going to the toilet instead of pooing on the nappy? So here is the thing that, so every hour, she has a timer, and then every hour, she is bringing my son to the toilet, regardless if my son will pee or poo or not. So it's kind of like putting that habit of going to the toilet and then poo, or going to the toilet and then pee. And then she will say like, poo poo, or something like that. It's like putting him on the spot and putting some triggers so that he will know that it's poo time, or he will know that it's pee time. And she's been doing that so often enough. There was this one time that he did poo on the toilet, or in the toilet, which is amazing. And I was so ecstatic about it last time. So she's so happy about that. Though there were some accidents as well, but most of the time it's starting to get traction. And the more frequent he does that, the better, because by that time he is realizing that, okay, this is cooler than pooing in my nappy. So it's better to poo here, because I won't feel that awkwardness of having poo on the nappy, or uncomfortable for me. This is just my hunch. That's what he was thinking. That's why eventually he is now pooing, which is so amazing. Yeah! Right. So what happened during that practice time? So I think it builds the or it built the habit of going to the toilet. So every hour, it's a little time consuming for the parent, but once you are able to build that momentum, it goes on and on and on. And then it's just building a habit for the child and making sure that if it's poo time or wee time, you have to go to the toilet. The only thing that I think we're having challenges is the pee time, PEE. I think he's still trying to figure out when to release that or not. And most of the time we're having accidents, and of course it's still not 100% like the poo. So we're still doing that practice. For most cases, he's not peeing. But again, it's that regular activity that you're doing with the child. And the more frequent, the more practice you do, the better, because the more it creates that momentum, and the more it creates that sense of habit that this is the toilet, this is where you're going. And whenever you wanted to poo or pee, when you build that habit, it ingrains in his or her mind. That's what's happening, or what happened in the past few days. All right, we were celebrating last time major milestone, and it's a little tricky at first, but a little frustrating for some cases, because there will be accidents, and which it will happen. There will be accidents, but that's okay. One step at a time, one day at a time, you will get there. If you are going to think about the challenges, you're going to think about the pain of going to the toilet every hour just to make sure that the child learns how to do toileting. And there may be some other strategies that other parents are doing, but this is what worked for us. You can try it, like do a timer in every hour. It could not mean be every hour. You can try like maybe at first every 30 minutes. If it's too frequent, maybe every 2 hours. It depends on the cycle of the child. If the child will poo every day, and you know that there's a time that the child is pooing, maybe bring the child to the toilet during that specific or specified time, or for peeing as well. And then you just need to observe the child. That's it. Just to make sure that there's a leverage in terms of the timing. One way or another, they will learn how to do it, which is amazing. Okay, so that's what's been happening. And little steps, baby steps, it doesn't matter as long as you have progression and it's consistent that you are progressing with how we are supporting our children. All right, until next time, and thanks for listening.
Every Tāngata fight Takiwātanga is different. If you fail with one strategy, don't stop. Keep moving forward. Always remember that for every failure you encounter is one step closer to your success. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, me muto te whakawa haere. Let's stop judging others. Me mahi tahi tato. Let's all work together. Kia maya, kia kaha, be brave and be strong.